Hi, I'm Rich Lieberman. Usually, I'm not a fan of post-game shows or pre-game shows for that matter. Basically, what they are PR shows. They're basically non-critical. And when I say non-critical, what I mean is you want to see some degree of analysis. You want to see, no flowery stuff if the situation merits it. If a certain team sucks or is lousy or what have you, you want that relayed to you, whether it's the radio, whether it's TV, and that you don't see much of that. You rarely do because all of these outside companies have a relationship with their team, the franchise, and you're going to get, well, they'll call it critical analysis, but it's hardly that. So I'm going to switch that thought process to somebody who I think is very good and is about as real and honest as you can get. And I'm talking about Bill Laskey, who does the post game radio shows after Giants games on KNBR. People say, oh, you criticize KNBR so much. Well, not if they had people like Bill Laskey. And I realize it's a whole different formula. I realize it's a whole different kind of era. Laskey's a little bit more older. He was an athlete. He pitched for the Giants. But he has that wealth of knowledge, number one. Number two, he is critical and sometimes even overly critical. But that's not just the reason why I like listening to him. He's very good with callers. He's very charming sometimes, has a sense of humor. He's straightforward. And that's, we're talking about sports. We're not talking about politics or the end of the world or, nuclear war, that kind of deal. But you want some element of honesty. And quite frankly, I'm not big on baseball, as a lot of you know. I do watch it. I've kind of gone beyond sports, but I do like listening to shows, excuse me, the little sports I continue to pay attention to. I like anything that's good, that is interesting. And one of the things about Bill Laskey is he isn't afraid to call somebody out or to call the team out. And he's that very much the case with the Giants. And I applaud him for that. And of course, look, it's the nature of the beast. He compliments too when the situation is called for. And he has interviews that maybe go on a little too long. I'm being slightly negative here, but by and large, Bill Laskey keeps it interesting, and he's good with callers. He's fresh, and he has an honest feeling or two, and therefore, it's a quality listen. It's worthwhile. Normally, as I just indicated, most of these shows do not entertain. They're very mundane, by the book, etc. And Laskey, who pitched, as I mentioned, for the Giants in the 80s, has the jock element because he was there, but he's also very, very good at interviewing people. His rapport with fans also really good and timely. I've noticed he's a little quicker with callers this year because every now and then he would go on and on with callers, even if they were really interesting. But he keeps it going, and I like that. So, for those of you, and you have lots of ammo, who have told me directly or indirectly, boy, you're so hard on KNBR. Well, I'm critical. I have no dog, as they say, in the fight. I'm complimentary when I can be complimentary. If I hear something or watch something and I think it's good, no matter what the subject matter, then I will applaud, as I'm doing now. And I like Bill Laskey. He keeps it real, he keeps it moving. It's a very fluid show, and I recommend you listening unless you already have. For my money, it's a quality show, and he keeps it real, and I appreciate that. So, yes, there are positive things on KNBR, and one is Bill Laskey. Post game Giants. He's got my endorsement.